Hey y'all, I'm Karyn.
And I'm Mingo.
And this is the Mingo and Karyn Show. And we are excited to be here today to share this information with you. Something that matter of fact, it was so good we made a shirt about it. Okay.
Song about it, here you go.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's not from the movie.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So for those of you all who are new to our channel and new to our podcast, we are again Mingo and Karyn, and we decided to start this podcast and this channel because we've been married for 27 years. We have 4 adult children and a granddaughter, and we just wanted to share things with you all that no one ever shared with us about life, things that we learned about relationships and just about life in general as individuals as well as a collective. And so that's what we're here to do. And so today what we're going to talk about is something that we have to remind ourselves of constantly, which is to think bigger. You know, we already talked about looking ahead for 2023, but I think that we've all been in such a rut maybe for the last few years, you know, with COVID and being on lockdown and all these other things that are just going on outside of us that we don't really have a lot of control over, I'll say me, you know, kind of got in a little slump, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
And so, you know, then I had to remind myself that that is not what life is all, you know, that's not everything that life is, and that I do have an opportunity to do more and to think bigger.
Yeah, you know, thinking bigger, I think everybody has the ability to think bigger.
I believe so.
And my bigger might not be your bigger.
Right.
You know, you just think, but if you can do it on your own, it might not be big enough. So when we say think bigger, we saying take that time, get in whatever space you like to get in. Do whatever you need to do to get in your calm space. And if you had to decide on how you want to move in your life, and you might not want your life to be bigger. Your life might be big enough for you to handle right now.
Well, maybe.
But for me, myself, I'm speaking from first person.
I'm going to adjust my mic out. My bad.
I'm speaking from first person. I would like my life to be bigger. And when I say being bigger, I think there's some categories on how you think bigger. The first thing I think you have to do is dream. I mean, you know, when it comes to dreaming, you know, we all dream about trips and homes and cars and lifestyles and good health and wealth and just whatever. You dream about whatever you want to dream about, but that's the first step in thinking bigger is dreaming.
Yeah, and I know when we were even in our 20s when we first met, some of the things that we dreamed about was, of course, being rich. Everybody want to be rich. But I mean, of course, that's evolved into wanting to be wealthy and you know, that kind of thing. But just dreaming really beyond what we had ever experienced, what we had ever known. We were really big dreamers. As a matter of fact, when the children were little, we used to just ride around in these neighborhoods that we absolutely knew we could not afford.
The McMansions.
Yes, believing that one day we would live in a house like that, and we did. You know, and so dreaming is such an important part of it because it's what you think in your mind. It's what you can see yourself being. Like I see myself, you know, traveling more. I see myself doing more community service stuff and maybe even starting a nonprofit to help more people. So, and all of that is incorporated in your dream. It's not just a one thing. It's not just one thing, y'all. There's no one dream that this is your end all be all necessarily. But you do have a dream that you could think of right now. Like, man, like Mingo said, if you could do it, then it's not big enough. So what right now are you thinking about that you can get outside of your comfort zone and really dream a bigger dream than what you are right now?
And you know, after you dream it, there's another level of activation to it. You have to believe what you're dreaming. Because if you don't believe it, you probably won't achieve it.
Exactly.
You have to believe that what you're dreaming can happen for you. So that means you have to open yourself up and be able to reap what you probably have sown or reap what you dreamed about. You know what I'm saying? Just believe that if you see yourself with this lifestyle, you dream and you put yourself in that lifestyle, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Everybody, Karyn and I are married. We've been married for 27 years. We have collective dreams and individual dreams. And like Karyn was saying just a second ago, you can dream about multiple things.
Yes.
So you have to be able to believe. We have 4 adult children, right? We don't believe in just one of them.
Absolutely.
We believe in all 4 of them.
Yeah, that's
good. Because it's not a collective belief. It's not like 100% and each one get 25.
That's right.
No, each one of them get 100%.
Yes.
That's the way you have to feel about your dreams. Especially with us being empty nesters. Now that our kids are grown, our dreams become our sort of kind of like kids.
Yeah.
It becomes what we want to nurture, and what we
nurture.
what we want to grow, what we want to invest in, so we can put it out to the world, and it comes back.
That's right.
And that's what we're looking for. And so you got to believe. If you don't believe, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, because I'm not the dream giver. I'm not the authority on dreams.
Dream boss.
Yeah, I'm not the authority on dreams. I'm just saying, I've dreamed for really small things that I've seen come to fruition over my life.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you a story about belief.
Yeah.
Last night we went to one of my college friends. We're more like sisters, but we went to her birthday party. And so I had this vision, y'all, literally of this outfit I was gonna wear. But this one particular thing I wanted to wear, of course, I'll find the impossible thing. I could not find it. Like, tore the closet down, went through every. Oh my God, y'all just don't even understand.
She actually cleaned the closet in the process.
Yeah, like really, literally looking for this. And so my husband was like, Mingo was like, have you asked Carrington, who's our daughter? See, and she was so happy we mentioned her the last 2 weeks, child. So, hey again, girl. But for the last 3, not the last 3 weeks, but I had been looking for. So Mingo said, have you talked to Carrington to see if she has? And I was like, no, I don't think she would have it. And so lo and behold, she actually had it. So we ended up meeting her halfway because she's in college. And picking it up from her, meeting her to get it. But my point is that I knew what I wanted to wear to the party. So it started out as a dream, but because I literally saw myself wearing this outfit. Like, I saw the outfit, I saw the makeup out, my hair is going to be what it is, but I'm saying, like, I saw the entire thing.
Yeah.
And because I believe something I have literally been looking for 2 months.
And I kept saying to her,
we found it.
I just feel like she has it. And she's like, no, I don't think she has it. I said, I don't know why. I just think she might. Just ask her.
And what's so weird about it is, it's really kind of strange that she would end up with it. But if I had not believed, I kept saying to Mingo, I see myself in this outfit. I'm telling you, I already know I'm going to have this outfit on at this party. And I literally had it on all because I had a dream, or I envisioned myself in this outfit. And I believed to the point where I was cleaning out the closet to try to find it because I believed that was what I was supposed to wear. And so the next thing, if you really think about from your dream into believing, what's the next step? It's execute. So the execution part of it, if you really think about it, was me actually going to look for it. I had a conversation with our oldest, and we were talking about faith, actually. And so for people who aren't religious, if you want to manifest or whatever,
whatever your process is.
Whatever it is that you believe in, make sure that you just apply your process, because we believe the information we're given is universal and can apply to anybody who wants to believe however you believe it. So I'm saying that in a beautiful way and spread love over here, y'all.
Absolutely.
To everyone. So, but the execution part, I was telling our oldest, he was just talking about, his faith and all these things. And I said, growing up, in the church and, my father being a pastor, things like that. One of the things that I've always understood is that a lot of people just believe, I just got the faith, the faith. No, you got to move. Yeah. So think about if I had the dream and I believed, but I never got up to go look in the closet. I never listened to my husband say, hey, call Carrington and see if she had it. If I never picked up the phone to call, then I wouldn't have been able to wear it. So I'm saying that to say when you need something or when you're believing and dreaming for something, you got to do something to get towards it, right?
Yeah. You think about it. It's like a play. Mm-hmm. Like in sports, it's like a play. It's all part of the greater plan. Mm-hmm. You got to dream. You got to believe. You can go over what you're going to do all day long until you get on the field, on the court, wherever it is, and actually execute what you manifesting. It's not going to happen. Right. If you have a roof on your house, it's not just going to drop through your roof and the item you were looking for would be on you. Yeah. You believe in it, and I'm telling y'all, Karen was kind of, you should I got a secondary outfit, but I really don't want to wear it. So she kept. It was almost like she canceled out her dream and her belief, but she stood strong on her dream and belief. See, when she said, I got a backup outfit, she couldn't find it. Yeah. And then when she settled in, and it looked like time was running out, y'all.
Yeah, it really did.
To get prepared to go to this party. But she said, no, I've seen myself in this outfit.
Yep.
And she wore that exact outfit. So that's what I'm talking about, something that's bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
That was small because it was an article of clothing. But
Yes.
the impact of what she thought would happen
impact.
with her having on that whole entire outfit, it made her feel good.
Yes.
She looked good.
Thank you,
And it came off exactly the way she was. She was complimented, not by me only, but other people.
Mm-hmm.
So she believed so much that this sweater I've been looking for 2 months, I'm going to find it this day.
Yeah.
And it was looking grim, y'all, because after a while, I told her, I said, you know what? It is not in that closet.
So let me tell you something. I had a little bit of belief still, y'all. Even though I was executing, y'all. I went through the whole closet. But when you said that, even though I took this other article of clothing that I was gonna wear and I hung it on the door, I hung it there just because, okay, just in case, right? But I still believed. I literally believed to the point where I looked at every single closet that we have to try to find it. I mean, we emptied drawers. I'm talking about every single drawer. Went through every single
It's like an audit. We touched every last article of clothing.
Yes, we did. And so I think, though, the execution part to me is one of the most important aspects of what we're talking about when we are considering thinking bigger. Because there are so many times, like, sitting on the sofa and going, oh, you know, because I am guilty of it, so let me talk about me. I ain't going to talk about y'all. But I am so guilty of, you know, watching YouTube or watching social media, and I'm looking at other people do things, and I go, that seems so cool. I'm going to do that one of these days, right? But one day never comes.
Yeah. And
so at some point, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally execute means to just do it. If you believe it, and I think sometimes with execution, it's okay to sit and dream, and it's okay to sit and believe, but I think people struggle with execution because execution goes from dream and believe and being nouns to execution meaning being a verb. That means you got to get up and do something.
But you know, you saying that with execution. Now I'm going to give y'all, we giving y'all the high side. We'll always give you the high side. But I'm going to give you one thing that can happen.
Uh-oh.
After you thinking bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
You dream, you believe in execution. So I'm going to go and give you the audible. I'm going to give you the thing that pop up that kind of shuts you down sometimes in execution.
Okay.
When you get ready to execute something, don't overthink it.
That was me, y'all.
What you dreamed about, what you believe, don't say, oh my goodness, the camera not right, the lighting not right, the sound not right, it's dogs barking, it's this, it's that. I'm talking about these are real life things. Go along. You believe that you can have this thing.
Yes.
So don't let you talk you out of it.
Oh,
because that's what happens.
It does.
And you know why I'm telling y'all this? First person. Tell you, we gonna always speak first person. I'm not sitting here telling you I'm just like the ultimate dreamer and I'm just, you know, I can help.
Like we just got it all.
Yeah, no. I'm saying this is trial and error. That was the point of this show. Because we've done a lot of things. We know how to do a lot of things. We failed at a lot of things. We succeeded at a lot of things. And we thought, well, why not make a collective spot to talk about these things?
And while you're talking about execute, let me slide in a little bit something you said, a nugget that I think somebody needs to hear. People think that failure can take you out.
Yeah.
People think that failure means that you shouldn't get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. People think that failure is the ending. It's like, okay, oh my God, I didn't succeed at this, or it didn't go the way that I thought it should go, and I just have to end it there. No, that is not true. What I think we've learned is we've learned in our failures that we actually have an opportunity to learn more, to be more, and to do more. Because sometimes doors close for you because you ain't meant to go down that path. You ain't meant. That's the wrong door that's open. Even though you think it's the right door, it's not. And that door is meant to be closed so you can go to the next door that really has what it is you want. And you don't know how many doors you got to knock on before you find the right one. But again, in execution, you know, you cannot worry and I think for us, bask in failure, I know I did for a while. And so I think it's more important to focus on getting past, okay, this did not work. Okay, it didn't work. There are so many other things you can do that can work.
But you know what you're saying that, a phrase came about to take all of this we're saying about this. Failure is a teachable or learnable moment. No, let's say and or.
Okay. You can teach you. So you're saying that you can be taught something in that,
in failure,
so that you can learn.
So you can learn.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay.
People look at failure as a negative thing. Think about it. If I failed at going through a maze, right? I failed at it. But I learned as I was going through it, so the next time I tried it, I made it through the maze. It's everything should be like that. We should not be so closed off and just walking through life where something happens and we don't put that in the back of our mind, because when that comes up again, you say, oh, I went left last time, so let's try right this time. If you only got 2 choices, why do you keep going left? Like you talked about the doors.
Yeah.
If you got 3 doors, and you've went in 1 and 2, and both of them are failures, why not try number 3?
Yeah.
Don't go 1, no, 2, no, 1 and 2, no, 3. Just go to 3.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we're oversimplifying, but what we're saying is, don't take yourself so serious.
Yeah.
Just
believe.
believe.
It really is that simple.
Yeah, just believe. Just execute. Just put one foot in front of the other, and it's gonna come out how it comes out. And if that don't work out, tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
And if that don't work out, tweak it a little bit. You know my rule. You tweak it a 3rd time, let's go throw that in the trash. Let's try something different.
Because it might not be the thing, and so you may be doing something that gets you to the next step of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And I think even in us talking about thinking bigger, you have to be careful. We've talked about this before, but you have to be careful who you're consulting with.
Oh yeah.
You know, you got to be careful who you're talking to, because everybody doesn't want to see your dream, and they weren't given what you were given. Now, am I saying that we have not had some foolish dreams? Yes, we have had some foolish.
Oh, we gonna try
dreams. We'll try. I mean, you know, that's the thing about us, is we're gonna try. Now we've scraped our forehead, scraped our knees.
White meat scrape.
I'm talking about bad, and have had to learn from that. But we couldn't have the wisdom that we have now and do the Mingo and Karyn Show had we not had some failures and some successes somewhere that we were able to learn from. We're not telling you something that we are, it's just some fairy tale thing. We're telling you something that actually worked for us in our lives. And we've always been dreamers, and we still haven't necessarily achieved exactly the next dream that we have, but we're getting there. You know why? Because we're talking to you.
But you know,
because we got this media company.
That's right.
Because we're making these fabulous shirts. I mean, so I'm saying that to say, you don't have to. Had it not been for us before, you know, having done apparel, we wouldn't know how to do apparel, right? So we wouldn't be able to sit here with shirts on that we actually make. And so that's one thing. Have we failed at that? Absolutely. That's why we're able to focus on it now so we can succeed in it. Have we, did we start a podcast, you know, before, and then we stopped because we were like, oh my God, we don't know what to do. It's our first time doing it. Oh goodness, whatever. Yes, we did. But now we have lighting. We have a sign. We have a set. So what I'm saying is, don't just think that when you try to do something one time, that's your end all be all. If you dream it and you believe it and you can execute it, it may not go down the path that you thought it would go down, y'all, but it's leading you somewhere.
Yeah. And you know, I think I need a drum roll for this.
Oh, I don't know how to drum roll.
Here is the final step in this equation.
What is it?
Y'all, it's not complicated.
Okay.
It's not that hard. You know what? This should be a great time if we could go to commercial break.
Oh.
Because I get hit like that all the time.
Yes.
Every time we watch a show, this would be a great time for commercial break. Okay, so we back from commercial break.
Okay.
Repeat. Dream, believe, execute, repeat.
Okay.
Do it again.
Okay.
And do it again.
Okay.
And do it again. And when I say do it again, it don't have to be just one thing. Do it again.
It's funny too, because the analogy you gave a short time ago about our children, you don't have just one thing. Yeah. So when you're talking about repeating, then once that one element works, you say, "Oh my gosh, wow, I have this together.
So
I'm
now
good
that's
with that.
working.
That's working. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Now it's time for me to start this process on the next step."
Yep.
So it's like you're going from level to level, from one step to the next.
Yep.
And you just repeat the same cycle because you learned something from that first cycle that's gonna make it easier for you in that second. Oh, that's a word right there. No, that was good.
Yeah.
I think I was speaking to me when I said that.
Yeah.
Because when you look back on it, you can go, oh my gosh, okay, I see why I maybe could have done that easier, or could have done that quicker.
You learn. Remember what I talked about?
Yeah, you did
teachable, learnable moments.
Yeah.
You learn through your process how to make it better.
Yeah.
And it all started out with you thinking bigger.
Yeah.
You thought bigger. You dreamed. You dared to dream. How dare you dream?
Wow.
Karyn, how dare you have the things you have and believe you can have more? How dare you do that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. How
dare you believe that you can get on a podcast and tell people how to guide their life? Who are you? Who am I?
Karyn. Mingo.
How dare you execute it? How dare you go from, well, we used to ride in a car, y'all. We used to do videos in a car. Like 60-second IG videos in a car. And people started reaching out.
Yeah.
And our kids like, no, you need to do more, man. People need to see y'all.
And
you talked about not necessarily succeeding. We did the podcast, but it was audio only.
Yeah.
Now, we're on all the platforms, but it was audio only. When we added the video to it, people saw we were real.
Yeah.
See, I pinch her. She said, ouch.
Ouch.
Pinch me. Ouch. We're real. What we're telling you is real.
Yeah.
And we feel like it's our duty to make sure as potential couples, young couples, individuals, new couples, just anybody. We try to give information in a way that's just cross the board for anybody. I heard a great saying one time from an older lady. She said, when somebody's giving you information that you can use as it come in your ears, you store it right here. That you can't use, you let it go out the other ear. Don't mean you don't listen. You listen to all of it and you filter out what works for your life. But now if you're in the comfort zone now, don't let it go out the other ear, because that's you getting in the way again. That's you saying, oh, I can't do that. It's people right now listening to this podcast that has talents that the world need to know about.
Yes.
Your talent doesn't have to be this, well, you know what? No. Your talent needs to be as big as what you want it, because we said think bigger. So if you feel like you can be an actress or an actor and you can be on the silver screen, well, you think you can do that. But I promise you, you better believe it. And you better execute it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even for us thinking bigger beyond, this is not for, we don't do this for no reason. We do this because we see this way bigger. Like Mingo said, once upon a time, we didn't even have lighting. You know what I mean?
No.
Once upon a time, we didn't have mics.
Hey, it looked like we had 4 different shows.
Right.
It depends on what time of day we recorded.
It depends on the natural lighting, child.
Yeah.
But so you know, just realizing that if we're here at this stage, right?
Yeah.
Then there's another place that we can go. There's another stage. There's a building. There's a studio, another studio that's gonna be.
I'm dreaming Tyler Perry studio.
Hey, come on.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thinking bigger.
We
can go rent a space tomorrow on our own.
Yeah.
That ain't big enough.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
I'm talking about this man bought a military base where you can land planes on. That's thinking big.
Yeah, and to me, the place where I am in my life now, if my dreams don't exceed my own expectations, I ain't dreaming big enough.
If you're not scared of your dream is way too small.
I know that's right, because guess what? I'm terrified.
And you know why? You know why the fear is in there? Because you think you can't do it. Because you don't. A lot of times, people believe you have to see it before you achieve it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to believe it's going to work out.
Yeah. You definitely have to believe. I know, like, even talking about the whole fear thing, I think it's a difference between a healthy fear and, you know, that fear that tells you your spidey sense is going, don't do that one.
Don't do it.
Or that fear that says, oh my God, I've never done this before. You know, am I sure that this is what I want to do? Do I think I could really achieve this? You know, when Mingo and I come on and we're having our, you know, we do a meeting about what we're going to talk about. And
we have a production meeting.
Yeah, that's right, babe. We have production meetings, and we really do talk about what it is what is our subject.
It's a rhyme and reason to it.
We don't get up here just
execution.
Yes,
it's execution.
Exactly. And so for us, why do it's like with Karyn and Mingo, y'all could just get on here and talk, and it's like no, but we have to do it in a way that is because we see ourselves as, you know, with our media company and being bigger than this, and being able to understand what anybody who becomes a part of what we're doing will be able to understand firsthand what it is that they've had to do in order to get to where they are. And so these little bitty steps that we take that seem maybe minute to some but are extraordinarily important are just laying the foundation for this absolutely phenomenal multi-billion, trillion, unlimited dollar company.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we are here to be a blessing. We are here to be helpful. We are here to make a difference.
Yes.
That's what we feel in our souls. Like, our information can help somebody. Our information can empower somebody. Somebody that is sitting at home right now,
yes.
and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do.
I'm
it is
shaking,
there.
shaking you through the camera.
It's in there. It's in you. I promise you, it is there. You just have to stop letting your fears and your life circumstances and everything around you and the people around you, yes, tell you what you can't have. It's not true. It is not true. You can have anything that you believe you can have. You can have anything that you dream of having. All you got to do is get up and do it. Get up and do it, and when you accomplish that, you're going to feel great, and then you're going to do it again. You're going to find something else this time to do it again. So you got to repeat. And so we know that this can work out, and we're not, and we're literally talking to ourselves in this about thinking bigger for what we see us doing in the year 2023.
Yeah.
We are literally living this, y'all. So we haven't stepped on the outside of y'all and go, well, let us show them this and that. Yes, this is work for us. This is why we're applying this formula all over again, because when we wanted our dream house, we got it. When I wanted, it was a particular car that I wanted, I got it. Because of all of the things we're telling you now, and now we're dreaming for something bigger, and so we're repeating the steps in the process. And
so, just to recap everything, because we give y'all a lot of information tonight.
Yeah, we are.
So, in order
not trying to overwhelm
and
y'all.
this is the Mingo and Karyn formula now. We not, this is what we believe. In order to think bigger, you got to 1, dream, 2, believe, 3, execute, and what's my famous word?
Repeat.
Do it over and over and over until it works. Now, my rule: 3 times. Think a little bit bigger. Think about something else. And your 3 times is based on your time frame. Some people, 90 days may be the mark.
Yeah.
Some people, 6 months might be the mark. Some people, a year may be the mark. Now, the year should be everybody's mark.
Yeah. But I want to give a disclaimer to everybody out there, just so we are very, very clear, is that there are going to be things along the way when you're dreaming, believing, executing, before you repeat. There are going to be things along the way that will tell you, hey, you might not want to do it this way, or maybe this isn't necessarily the path for you. Yes, you did dream and believe and execute, but it might not be the thing for you. So don't ever be afraid to get beyond something. Not quit prematurely now. Don't quit prematurely. Yeah. I'm talking about things that really don't serve you, things that really don't serve others. Don't be afraid to say, oh, that one is not going to work. It's not flowing right. It's not conducive to what I really want to do. So let me just kind of take that one and sit it to the side. And let me really think about the dream, the real dream that I have, the real thing that just drives me when I get up. That's beyond just my limited thinking. That's beyond the 4 walls I'm in. That's beyond the job that I have. That's beyond the life that I'm living right now. I'm talking about you got to be able to know when to move on from stuff that doesn't serve you, and when to put your dreams and your belief and your execution into something that does.
Yeah. So as we always say, we thank you all so much for believing in us.
Yes.
And just sharing this time with us, because y'all could be doing a lot of things. But if you're watching this, we thank you for it.
And we really appreciate it.
And we will continue to give you the truth, real content based on our life experience, not somebody else. Things that we know firsthand, and we stand by these things.
Absolutely. And we just thank you all always for tuning in, and we look forward to all of us growing together. I look forward to when y'all are reaching out to us saying, girl, let me tell you about this dream.
Yes, sir. We want to hear.
My man, let me tell you about this dream I had, and man, now it came to fruition. We look forward to that, because that's what we're here for, y'all. And we hope that, we believe with you, and we know that y'all got this just like we got it. I look forward to seeing the great things that you're going to do. We appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget to think bigger this year. Do things you've never done before.
Yes, sir.
It's time, y'all.
It's time.
And we appreciate, like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we wish you happy relationship building.
Happy relationship building.